Hi, Eddie. You're on mute.
Hey, Frank, how you doing?
I'm okay.
Good. Thanks for joining us at the Veterans event on Sunday. It was a nice event.
Yeah, that was a good event.
Yeah. Beautiful day for it.
Yeah.
I see it back.
Thanks, Candace.
Good morning, everybody. Thanks for coming out here today. This is my first Zoom hearing, so please bear with me. Kara, good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. Karen, good to see you. For the record, my name is Frank Baker. I'm the District 3 City Councilor. I'm the Chair of Boston City Council Committee on Arts, Culture, Tourism, and Special Events. In accordance with Governor Baker's March 12, 2020 executive order modifying certain requirements of the open meeting law and relieving public bodies of certain requirements, including the requirement that bodies conduct its meetings in public spaces that is open and accessible to the public. The City Council will be conducting this hearing virtually, enabling the City Council to carry out its responsibilities while adhering to public health recommendations. This hearing is being recorded and live streamed at boston.gov/citycounciltv. It will be rebroadcast on Comcast Channel 8, RCN Channel 82, Verizon 1964. I am joined by one counselor, Council Flynn, District 2. Thank you, Council Flynn, for joining us today. Today's hearing is on dockets 0367, 0368, and 0369. These matters were sponsored by the mayor and were referred to the Committee on Arts and Culture, Tourism, and Special Events on February 12, 2020. And with Council Flynn, do you have an opening statement? You're on mute.
Good morning, Councilor Baker. No, I don't have any opening statement.
Thank you. And with that, I think Kara we'll just start with you if you want to give a rundown opening statement, and we'll go from there.
Thanks, counselors. Thanks for having us today. I'm actually going to turn it over to Karen to talk just very briefly about the Art Commission as our Director of Public Art.
Thank you.
Hi, good morning. Thanks, Chief Elliot Ortega. Thank you, Councilor Baker and Councilor Flynn. It's very good to see you all here this morning. I'm here as the Director of Public Art in the Mayor's Office of Arts and Culture. And in that way, I am the Director of the Boston Art Commission. And so we are very happy to hope to be appointing some new folks here. As you know, we've had a lot of work going on lately. The Art Commission is a semi-independent board of experts in art and design in the city of Boston. We have 9 seats. We've had 8 of them filled so far. 2 of the seats are ex officio. Everyone else is a citizen volunteer. And so the 3 positions we'll be talking about on the commission today are all citizen volunteer positions, which have been nominated by leading cultural organizations in the city and then approved by the mayor and are here for your review. So with that, we just really ask for your support in helping us to be able to continue with the important work we're doing, holding public meetings. All of our decisions happen lately on Zoom like this. We've been having a lot of attention and really good conversation about public art in the city of Boston and what our values and hopes are in our artwork. So we really do hope for your support in getting these folks to join us and help us do this good work.
Kara, do you have anything to add? Oh.
No, I would just say that we have so many like really amazing conversations and important conversations, as Karen mentioned, that are happening in front of the commission right now. And so this is a place where I just feel very grateful for the kind of volunteer commissioners and their time and energy and our ability to work with the Art Commission and the Mayor's Office of Arts and Culture really closely on this. So it's just an important time to have these seats, and just very appreciative of everyone's time and effort to be able to be kind of fully staffed up on it, since it's an important issue. And also excited for their expertise. We have some great people lined up.
Thank you, Kara. I neglected to read the dockets into the record, so I'm going to do that at this point. We've also been joined by Councilor Asabi George. Councilor Asabi George, would you like to make an opening statement?
I don't have an opening statement this morning. Thank you, Councilor Baker. Just happy to be here and learn about these appointments. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm going to read the dockets into the record now. Then I'd like to get a brief statement from the 3 candidates, if that's okay. Docket 0367, a message in order for the confirmation of the appointments of Brian Hone as a member of the Boston Art Commission for a term expiring August 1st, 2024. Docket number 0368, a message in order for the confirmation of appointments of John Andress as a member of the Boston Arts Commission for a term expiring January 1st, 2025. And docket 0369, a message in order for the confirmation and appointment of Dr. Kimberly Pinder as a member of the Boston Art Commission for a term expiring March 1st, 2024. And with that, I guess I will go to Brian Hone, docket 0367. Brian, if you want to tell us a little bit about you, what you'll bring to the Arts Commission, please.
Yes, thank you, councilors. It's a pleasure to be here today. My name is Brian Hone. I've had the pleasure of calling the Fenway neighborhood here in Boston home for about 6 years. I relocated to Boston from Ohio, where I grew up, and attended Miami University in Oxford, Ohio, receiving degrees in fine arts and education. In 2015, I came here to Boston and accepted a position with the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum, institution that since its founding in 1903 has enriched the cultural life of the city. And since starting at the Gardner, I also completed a master's in museum studies. As part of my work with the Gardner and as part of my personal artistic practice, I work to break down barriers and increase access to arts and culture for all. So it's with these experiences and personal and professional goals that I'm honored to be considered for a position of commissioner with the Boston Art Commission.
Thank you, Brian. And next we'll go to John Andress. Good morning, John.
Hi, good morning. Thank you, Councilor Baker, Councilor Flynn, Councilor Asabi George. I'm really humbled to be here today, actually. My name is John Andress. I'm a proud resident of the South End. I'm also the director and curator of performing arts at the ICA, and I've worked at the museum since 2008. And in that time, I've organized a number of projects working with artists across the city, particularly those that work at the intersection of visual art and performance. And in my time at the museum, I've had so many amazing conversations with artists in the Boston and greater Boston areas. And those conversations have influenced and informed how I think about the role of the arts in our city. And over the last several months, I've attended public meetings of the Boston Art Commission in person and online. And in that time, I've been so deeply impressed by the commissioners for their measured consideration of and passionate advocacy for the city's art collection and its relationship to the people of Boston. And if appointed, I am very humbly excited to serve alongside my fellow commissioners to champion and strengthen the role of the arts in civic life of Boston. I always feel that public art in Boston tells the story of our city, and I'm extremely proud and honored to play a small part in that continuously evolving narrative. So thank you very much for consideration.
Thank you, John. Dr. Pinder? You're on mute.
Sorry about that.
There you go. That's okay.
Okay. I want to thank you for this opportunity to be a part of such an important organization for the city as the Boston Art Commission. And as was just recounted, I have also been sitting in on the meetings and been incredibly impressed about what important role this organization plays and the incredible attention and care that the commissioners take with all of the decisions and all of the presentations. In a city like Boston that has such a deep and rich history, it is exciting to imagine how much public art there is in the city and how much more there could be. Being a part of such an advocacy and support for this history and future will be a great honor and engaging process. As a public arts scholar, I have been honored to research, teach, and lecture about public and community arts for over 30 years. My dissertation at Yale University included a chapter on civic murals in state capitals. And my last book, published in 2016, was entitled Paying the Gospel, Black Public Art and Religion in Chicago. When I was at the School of the Art Institute of Chicago for 16 years, I taught a mural history course called Cave Paintings to Graffiti that used that city's rich mural history. And I've prided myself on making sure that I live in cities that have a great mural history. It's almost like a requirement for me. This course I have used to actually help create murals in cities, which I call teaching history through practice. And we did three murals in Chicago through my course. And my graduate students and I documented and transcribed images and interviews for the archives in the Chicago Public Art Group, mainly those pertaining to the muralist Bill Walker. As an administrator, I was fortunate to be able to continue teaching this course when I moved to Albuquerque as the Dean of Fine Arts there at the University of New Mexico. And one year we collaborated with the city's Office of Public Art to create a mural for the organization Healthcare for the Homeless. And the next year, we were able to retool the course to be open to the public as a lecture series through which 45 students worked all semester to create proposals on how to address a racist 1939 mural that was on campus in the library at the University of New Mexico. And these proposals were presented to the president of the university. And that was one of the most rewarding experiences that I have had in teaching that course. I have always found the power of public art to transform a space in a community to be both humbling and inspirational. It reminds all of us of our own agency and our own voices for change as citizens. And I thank you for your consideration of me as a commissioner. Thank you.
Thank you, Doctor. Kara or Karen, do you have anything to add?
No, again, we are just, you understand now after meeting Brian, John, and Dr. Pinder, how excited we are to bring them on and how helpful their skill set will be as we continue to work with yourselves and with the rest of the city in thinking about what public art means to us and how we envision ourselves through public art in the future.
Thank you all for what you do. I apologize for this falling through the cracks. Here we are in September. These should have happened months ago. Again, sorry about that. Do any of my colleagues have anything that they would like to add in closing? Oh. Hold on,
Hey.
hold on one second, Eddie. Council Mejia just raised her hand, but I don't see her here. Council Mejia, are you on the line? We'll come back to Council Mejia. Eddie, you want a closing statement? We can come back to Council Mejia.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Frank. Thank you, Councilor Baker, for your important work on this committee. I just wanted to highlight the three nominees. I think they have excellent backgrounds. I think they'd be a tremendous asset in that capacity. I was impressed with their opening statements. I look forward to supporting them when it comes up for a vote. The only thing I wanted to highlight is I don't necessarily need any answer, but I always ask if there's somehow we could do some more outreach to public school kids about the important work the arts play and whether that the commission could play a role in that, but just something to think about down the road in developing partnerships with BPS students. Having said that, I look forward to voting to approve these. I think they're highly qualified, free individuals. So thank you, Councilor Baker.
Thank you, Council Finn. Councilor Mejia, do you have something to add? Councilor Sabi George, would you like a closing statement?
I'm sorry, Councilor Baker, I'm just having a hard time with my internet, but just wanted to let you know that I was here and happy to support the candidates as well.
Thank you, Councilor Mejia. Councilor Sabi George?
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and thank you to the candidates for being here today and their interest in serving our city, especially in this capacity. It is so important that we do have a rich and thoughtful and passionate crew when we think about the work of the commission here in our city and how important it is to really embrace the experience that is Boston. So just happy to be here, happy to hear from the candidates and look forward to hopeful recommendation for passage out of this meeting. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Councilor George. And I would like to just thank the three of you for your volunteer service. A lot of work happens for people that don't look for the credit, and I appreciate that, and I thank you. With that being said, I will be filing a favorable committee report on this matter, recommending that the appointments are confirmed. The vote on this matter will be taken next Wednesday, September 16th. Oh, yeah, tomorrow, not next Wednesday, tomorrow, September 16th. I need to get back into the office, people, at the full session of the city council. Is there any, do we have any public testimony? Should have said that first. Seeing none, this hearing is adjourned. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
everybody.
you. Thank you, counselors.
Thank you. Thank you.
you,
Bye-bye.
councilors.